Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, Katrina's Creations. I am Katrina, if you don't know already. Oh, glare on my glasses. I'll take them off for a minute. Yeah, I normally do my recording in the day when it's a bit lighter outside. If you're in the UK, you know that the weather doesn't know what it's doing with itself at the moment. One minute it's sunny, next minute it's pouring it down. So, and today has been a bit of in and out all day for me. So I've literally got 45 minutes before I have to run out the house again. So I'm going to record this. If I get time, I'll upload it. If not, it won't be uploaded until probably around 10 o'clock tonight because my son's got trampolining tonight. So yeah, this week has been a bit of getting back into routine, running around after Mr. Man over there, the newest addition to the madhouse, and just trying to get some bits finished. So I've got some bits that I want to show you. One of them is finished, one of them isn't. So I'll show you those in a minute. But yeah, I've just got back from the vets because this little man over here, I don't know if you can see him. Oh, there he is. He's gone to sleep. Oh, the other one has called and they have all gone. So yeah, he had microchips and his first injections done today at the vets. He didn't like that very much. So yeah, he's got to go back in 2 weeks for the second one, and then he'll be able to go out for walks. So yeah, yesterday I was doing hair. I don't know if any of you, I don't think I've actually said this before. I'm actually a qualified hairdresser and nail technician. I do not do hair or nails no more. I don't even do my own. I go to the shop. I was training for hairdressing when I left school, and I fell pregnant in my second year. And being on your feet all day when you're pregnant, you get swollen fingers that look like sausages and swollen ankles and feet. It just put me off. And then after having my son, I've had problems with my back. So standing up on my feet doing hairdressing all day isn't top of my list. So I don't do it very often. But as a friend of mine wanted to have his hair dreadlocked. So I did that yesterday. I spent, yeah, the majority of the day yesterday doing his hair, then had to cook. And then it was the evening time, sat down, back to hooking. So yeah, I did forget, I showed you, come on in, here he is, there he is. Ow, bite my lip, don't bite my lip. This is Cairo, everyone. Who's that making noise? Who is it? No, because you're going to bite me again. Not nice to bite, no, stop biting. This is all he does, he just chews me. Don't you? That's your mum out there. Yeah, they keep running away from him. He wants to play with them and they run up the stairs and he can't get up the stairs yet. So he just sits there looking at them all sad, making him feel sorry for him. You're all right now. Stop biting. See that bite? Stop biting. No. No. Let go. You're not having my finger. It hurts. You got sharp teeth. Oh, that was it. I showed you a magazine in my last video and I forgot to show you that it had an insert of some amigurumi patterns for the Mr. Men. Sean did show it. Sean from Sean's Crafty Corner, she showed it on her video this week. I'm sure I saw it because she bought some new magazines. So this bundle of joy right here got hold of mine. Look, can you see the holes? This is what he did to my free pattern. The actual pattern on the back, he hasn't actually made it where I can't read it. I can actually see. Stop trying it. No. Yeah, he's kind of, I can make out most of what it says, so I'd still be able to follow it. It's just a bit beaten up and chewed. But that's what he's doing at the moment. He's chewing everything. I don't even know how he got it because it was on the table and he's not tall enough to reach the table. So how did you get it? So yeah, this is my life at the moment, isn't it? Mister? Oh, thank you for loves. Thank you. Oh. So yeah, in my last video I showed you Cairo, no, this way. This way. Can you, no, No, she's going to drive me. No, you're not having my glasses either because your mum chewed them up when she was younger. Stop chewing me. Last video I was making this, and this is the Infinity Opal Arrow. Get off! Open Arrows Infinity Scarf. So that is done now, and I've just done a single crochet around the edging just to tidy up the posts of the double crochets or the chain threes that you'll see around the edge. All I've got to do is just sew in. It is finished, but I just hate sewing in ends. But yeah, so that's done. I'm going to make something to go with that, but I'm not quite sure what. I don't know whether it's going to be fingerless gloves or a hat. I'm not sure yet. That was made with the Majestics Aran weight yarn. Is this 2 or 3? I'm sure this is the 3rd ball. So I think it was just over 200 grams I used, because I'm sure this is the 3rd ball that I went into. I'm sure it is. So yeah, I think that was about 300 grams, but because they're Aran weight, you get less yardage out of them anyway. So that is finished. I'm just going to make, I've got about another 7 balls of this, so I've got plenty to make something else. The next thing, I had an order from a girl that I used to go to school with. She's getting her Christmas presents in early, and she asked me to make, she tagged me in the picture of a crocheted child's hoodie with like the unicorn horn and ears and stuff on the actual hood bit. And she asked me if I could make it, and I was like, well, as long as I've got a pattern, I can make it. I looked at the link that she tagged me in, and there is a pattern for it, but the pattern is for age 10 years. The person that wrote the pattern has only done it for age 10 years, but she said that she's in the process of making it into other ages and up into adult sizes too, which she hasn't actually done yet. So instead of messing about with that and waiting around, I just got a pattern for a hoodie offline on Ravelry, which is what I'm doing now, which is this one. So this is a Lion brand pattern, just a simple hooded cardigan. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. So Lion brand, it says Lion brand recycled cotton weave jacket. Obviously I'm not using cotton, I'm using acrylic. So everything else is the same, it's just the yarn. This cardigan, which is the first time I've actually done in crochet, I've done a cardigan in parts, because this one is literally parts. So this is the back, and then these 2 fronts, and then these 2 are the sleeves. So the actual body of the cardigan itself is done. The last thing I'm doing right now, oh, where's my hook gone? My hook's gone walkabout again. I'm on the hood at the moment, so this will be done today. So once I'm back from running round the youngest, and I get home and have my shower and get sorted out, this will be what I'm working on. But I've got to work this until it's 7.5 inches. Let me just measure it, because I haven't measured it today, I don't think. It would help if it was measured the right way. So that's measuring at just over 5 inches at the moment. I've got to get to 7.5. This is what I've got left. Obviously I have got a load of other balls of this. I'm just wondering, am I going to have enough to finish that with this, or am I going to have to break into a whole new ball? So that's basically all I've done for now. So yeah, tonight I'll finish that hood off. Then I'm going to have to sit and plan, because I did the unicorn, the amigurumi unicorn not too long ago. So it's got, I'm sure that had ears on it. I could kind of look at that pattern and change it slightly just to make them bigger to fit on the hood. And the curlicues, whatever, those things that come down. So yeah, the body of it will be finished. It's just the last little bits to make it look unicornish. I'm not sure because this pattern said it was, because the child I'm making it for is a child of 18 months. I couldn't actually find an 18-month pattern. It seems to go 0 to 3, 3 to 6, then it was 6 to 9, and then it's like it takes a leap and it goes to 2 years. So I'm doing the 2-year size because I thought, well, children grow quickly anyway, so even if it is a Christmas present, it is slightly a little bit too big. It's something that the child will grow into. So yeah, I'm hoping it's not majorly big, but at least it'll be something that the little girl will be able to use for a little while longer instead of worrying about growing out of it. So yeah, that's that one. Then the next thing that I've got an order for is, I don't know if you've seen any of them around on the internet, everywhere at the moment, the baby star cocoons, where it looks like it's like a 5-point star. So the top point has the baby's head, the 2 points out at the side for the arms, and the 2 points down at the bottom is for the legs. So I've got to find a pattern for that. I've seen some videos on YouTube, but they're really, really long. Really, really long. But yeah, so that's the next thing I'm doing. So still no progress on Bob Marley. Nope. Kids are coming down. Yucky, 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 yucky. So yeah, that's about it. So this will be a quick one this week. I don't think I've got anything else to say or to show you. No yarn. I haven't bought no yarn. I've been good. Alright, hurry up. She's got trampolining soon. Helene, make sure you're quick because we've got to leave in half an hour. Alright, I'm just saying. So yeah. I think I'm up to date on nearly everyone's videos. I'm enjoying watching Kim with her, is it Bleptember? I'm not quite sure what it is, how it's pronounced, Bleptember, I'm not sure, but I'm enjoying watching Kim at the moment. I think Denise from Dear Designs put up a video today. Karen, I've watched your videos. What was the last one I saw? The booties. Yeah, the booties. And I've seen the baby cardigan. I think it was a hoodie one. That was very nice as well. So yeah, I think I'm up to date. Yep. So what is everyone else doing? What's everyone I've been up to? I'm just here, mad old dog lady. That's what my friend said. She said, you're a crazy dog lady. You've got 3 now. I know, I can't have no more. It's turned into like a little dog sanctuary. What's the matter? See, look, he's coming back now. You little fatty. You little fatty. Look, say hello. Say hello. No? Oh. Oh, so yeah, this is every night I'm fighting with this one. And he did actually grab my yarn the other day. I had it next to my leg and he jumped up, gripped it with his jaw and ran. I was like, ah, screaming. My son comes down, what's wrong? What's wrong? So dog's got my wall. He's like, Mum, I thought it was an emergency. It was an emergency. No, you're not having my tape measure. No, not for you. Not for you. Suki, what's wrong? Why are you crying? So, what else was I going to say? Ow. 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 Cairo. Let go. That hurts. It's hurting me. No. Keeping my hands to myself. I've even bought him some toys today for him to chew on and he still prefers to chew my fingers. Suki. What's the matter? What's the matter? What? So this is Mum. She doesn't pop her head in very often. They're going to start fighting now. So I don't know if you'll be able to see. This is what I have to put up with all the time. You don't know what to do with yourself, do you? Yeah, that's it. He's gone. So, I feel like I need to go on holiday. I've come back and kids back at school, and I just feel I need the sun back. Even though I am still peeling. I don't know if you can see that. I'm still shedding skin everywhere I go like a snake. It was horrible. So I jumped up, I went in the shower earlier, and I've got out and I've tried to moisturise my skin, and it looked like I was just rubbing old skin around on my arm. I'm like, ugh, feel like I need another shower, but I will once I get back in. So that's about it, really. Hope everyone's doing okay. Everyone's should be back into their routine now. The kids gone back to school. Ain't it nice when they go back to school? It's nice and relaxing in the daytime. What have you come back for? So no, you're not having that. No. We keep having this discussion. You've got to learn. No. Anybody want a dog? This one. Until he gets to 2 and I'll have him back. What's up, babe? Stop chewing your mum. She doesn't like it. Ow. Probably was sitting there thinking, she's a great big wimp. Puppy teeth are really sharp. Stop chewing. Stop. I'm not getting involved in the mother and son dynamic. She can sort him out. So, yeah, their teeth are really sharp when they're puppy teeth. When they're adult teeth, they're quite, I wouldn't say blunt, but they're not sharp like the puppy ones. Puppy ones, if they bite you too hard, they will draw blood. So, yeah, so today, now, it is 7:20. I've got to put my shoes back on, drop my son to trampolining. I need to put some petrol in my jalopy. If you don't know what that means, it's like a word for old banger. So yeah, I need to put some petrol in the car and then probably pop in to my friends for an hour and then go back and pick up my son. So yeah, there ain't really much else to say. So yeah, I will try and have this finished. Well, the body will be done anyway. The detail on it for the unicorn stuff, I don't know if I'll get a chance to start that tonight, but once it's finished I will do a video to show you the finished item. But I'm not actually following any particular pattern for that. I've just seen the picture that she tagged me in, and I'm just gonna go from there and do what I need to do to try and make it look similar. But I was looking at it and thinking, because on the pattern, I don't think there is. Can't see without my glasses. Don't know why I do this to myself. Right, no, there isn't. It tells you, after I've done this hood, all it tells you to do is to sew it up. It doesn't say anything about any sort of edging, like a rib edging or anything around or buttonholes. So that's probably something that I will add on there. So... no, even in the picture there isn't anything there. So yeah, I'll probably just have to do some sort of little cuffs and a collar and the button bands so that you can put some buttons on it. So yeah, once that's done, so no, I am going to have to break into another ball, and that's not going to be enough. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do tonight. So then once that's finished, that's one order down and done. Then it's on to finding the pattern for the baby star cocoon. I don't know, it's so funny because it was like the girl that asked me to make the star cocoon. I made a baby blanket with a hoodie for when she was pregnant a few months ago. And she tagged me. You know when you write a comment on you see like a what's it, like a, no, it's not a stream, but you see like a picture that someone shared from someone else. It's been shared. Well, she tagged me in the comments. There was like thousands of comments in this post, but she tagged me in the comment, And then she said, like, can you make this? And I was like, yeah, I can. I saw it was crochet. I just know I haven't got a pattern for it. So I can make it. I just need to find a pattern. So she's asked me to do that for her in mint green and white. So I don't even know if I've got any mint green and white. I'm sure I have somewhere in the stash. There is a lot out there. But yeah, so once I finish that, the next thing I'll be going on to is to that. I like to get the orders out the way and then carry on with what I'm doing, so then people haven't got to wait around. So yeah, I'm going to, baby bits don't take too long. So I'll finish the hoodie, then I'll do the star, then it'll be back to Bob. So yeah, because seeing it sitting there, I'm just like, oh, why don't you just do some? I'm like, yeah, but it's black. I haven't got the willpower in my eyes to look at the black right now, so yeah, I will get there. I will get there. One day I'll do a video and it'll be a surprise and be all finished and you'll be like, yay! So yeah, is there anyone new that I'm watching? I'm sure I watched a new video the other day and I can't think who it was. No, brain's gone gaga. My child and that PlayStation 4. What do these companies do with these game consoles? It's like as soon as they get one, they're hooked. He's actually hooked on it. I've actually now had to set new rules because he tries to sit up playing on that all night. And I'm constantly saying, get off it, get off it, get off it. To the point where sometimes I have to turn off the internet and do things that irritate everyone in the house. But I need him to go to sleep to wake up for school in the morning, and he was late this morning because he keeps telling me he's not tired, he can't sleep, he wants to play the game. Well, you are tired, you can sleep, you're just saying that so you can play the game. So it's like one son wants to stay up all night and play video games on PlayStation 4, and the other son, well, the oldest, I don't even know what to say about him. I went in his room earlier, he went out, and every time he goes out the house, he seems to leave every single piece of electricity in his room on. So, for example, when I wake up in the morning, I go to bed, I'm the last one up every night. When I go to bed, the doors are all locked, everything, the windows are all shut, and all the lights get turned off. Everything gets turned off as I go to bed. Most of the time when I'm in bed, I don't even put the TV on because it's just a waste of electricity. I could be saving that money and buying yarn. So in the mornings when I wake up and I come down, from the time I leave my room, I open my bedroom door, the hallway, the lights on, the bathroom, the lights on, their bedrooms, the lights are on. You come downstairs, all the lights are on. So in the morning, I'm just in and out, turning off all the light switches, and my son in his room drives me crazy. He's so lazy. Shush, I never said that. But he is. His room is like, have you ever watched one of them programs where like hoarders buried alive? That's my older son. And the more I keep going on at him to do his room, the worse it gets for him to actually do it. I went in his room for something earlier. I just kind of tried to just dip in and dip out because you can't see the floor. It's covered with stuff. He's got like a collection of trainers. My older son's very, very, he loves himself. He's very, very vain. And he'll build up money and then he'll go out and he'll spend, he feels absolutely no way in spending £100 on a pair of trainers. But what he does with them trainers once they get back here is just leave them everywhere. So I've got to that point now because they leave stuff everywhere. They come in, they kick off their shoes in one room, they take off their jacket in another room, everything just goes on the floor. So I just pick it up, chuck it in their rooms. Downstairs in my room and the bathroom have to be clean. Their rooms is up to them. But his room's got that bad. I was in bed the other day and he opened the door and I was like, what is that smell? It's coming from his room. He can't smell it. And it's like, you know, you've seen that Febreze advert. I know people in the UK would have seen it. I'm not sure about anywhere else. But where you sit in, you're in the place for so long, you can't actually smell what it really smells like. But people that are never in there can smell it. It's like that. He can't smell it. I can smell it. I'm just like, close your door. Just close it. I've had enough. I've got to the point now where I actually want to just go in there, black bags, and anything that's on the floor is going in the black bag, and that's going out in the bin. I used to do that to him when he was younger with his toys. He still doesn't learn because he knows I'll do it. All them pairs of trainers he's got lying around that all cost him £100, bin, they will go. So I don't know. He needs a short, sharp shock, but I don't know how to drum it into him that his room needs to be sorted out. I don't know how anyone, and this is how people deceive you, because if you was to see him, how he dresses himself, how he presents himself, you would never think that his bedroom looked like that. And then they say things to me like, Mum, have you washed these trousers? Have you washed these jeans? Did you bring them down for me to wash them? You'd be like, yeah. No, you didn't. You ain't put down no dirty clothes for about 2 weeks. He's like, ain't I? No, it's in your room. Like, for example, him and my other son, they've both got laptops. They're the same laptops and they take the same charger, but obviously they've got, when they got them, they got their own charger. Now, my younger son still got his charger, but my older son swears adamantly that my younger son's charger is the charger for his laptop. It's not. It's my younger son's charger. My older son, his room is in such a mess, he can't find his charger. He can never find anything up there. So I went in there earlier to grab some... Oh no, as I was walking past, see, I've just completely gone off the subject about the electric. I was walking past, his TV was on, his stereo was on, his PlayStation was on. I was like, this kid, light was on. Turn everything off. And he gets the hump with me because he's got his own Virgin box in his room. And when I turn it off at the wall. So if there's no power to anything. He's like, you're all messing up my program. Nothing records when you turn it off. Then just turn it off before you leave. Put it on standby. Don't have it on. And then I won't go in there and turn it off. But when I see that the TV and everything's on, I'm not going to stand in there looking for remotes and stuff in his room that's complete and utter mess to try and turn it off individually. I just go to the wall, switch off the button, off I go. He still doesn't listen. Been telling him for months, stop leaving on the electric, but they don't listen. Oh, why do kids stress us out so much? And they say it gets easier as they get older. Really don't, because when he was younger he cleaned up. He don't now. Like, if I paid him an hourly wage, he might do it, but I shouldn't have to. Like, I couldn't relax in that mess. I don't know how he sleeps in there. I really don't. But it ain't my room. I can see my floor. So, yeah, if you got any tips on how to sort him out, let me know. Because, kids just drive you crazy. They absolutely drive you crazy. And then they say to things like, when I moan to him about his mess, he's like, Mum, you've got wool everywhere around the house, but you can't see it. It's all packed away. So yeah, but it's still everywhere. Yeah, packed away. You can't see it. It's not diminishing your life whatsoever. You don't have to step over it. So, you know, they always bring it all back down to yarn. It's lucky I'm not got a partner, because I wouldn't be able to take the arguments about me buying yarn. Quite happy just being able to do my little purchases as and when I need. I do need to place an order though, because I'm using Woolcraft Baby Care. I've got, I think, 2 or 3 left of the pink now, because I try to buy mine in bulk. I'm normally buying in packs of 10, and the last lot of baby care that I got was white and blue, because that's what I was using, and I used what I had, but I still had a few balls of the pink, so I thought I wouldn't put an order in just yet because I don't need one. So I am going to need to replenish stock once I finish with that, just for the baby bits, because it's like when people ask me, it's always, baby bits, people always, there's the same colours, it's either white, pink or blue. It's not very often someone will say, oh, like the order that I've got, she wanted the mint green, like the pale pastel baby mint green. You know what I'm talking about, because I know Woolcraft do a mint green. I'm sure James C. Brett do as well. But yeah, she wanted mint green and white, and that's for a little girl. It's not very often you get that. Every time, from time people know the sex of their baby, they normally stick to the blue or the pink with a bit of white in between. So it's nice to do them in different colours instead of just blue and pink all the time. But I'm sure I have got some mint and I've got white. So I'm hoping I can get that project done without buying anything. And I could possibly, I'm sure I've got 3 balls of this left, so possibly I might be able to get away with not buying any at the moment. I'm trying not to buy none. So yeah, hopefully later on tonight there'll be something to watch on TV while I'm crocheting, but if not, it'll be back to Netflix. I've been watching on there. I started watching a new Netflix series that they put on there called The Mist. That was quite good. There's some twists and turns in that, but there was only one season and I finished that in a day. I've now gone on, I'm now watching Once. It's like the story, you know, like the Once Upon a Time stories, all of those, like Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty and Snow White, they're all kind of intertwined into one. And so I've just started watching that. I haven't watched many of them yet, so I'm not sure what people keep telling me to watch. What was it called? How to Get Away with Murder. There's another one called Suits. There's a few on there that people have said to watch, but I haven't got round to watching them. It's just hard to find something that you want to watch when you're crocheting. I don't want to watch something that I'm going to be completely engrossed in. I just need that background noise and sometimes to look up to see what's going on. But I'm tired of watching the same things over and over, because that's what I normally do when I'm crocheting. I'll put something on that I've seen before so that I can hear what's going on. I can see it in my head, but I don't have to lift up my head to look. So, yeah. Well, let me know what any of you are watching, if there's any good series out. I don't know if anyone's watched it, but there was a series on Netflix called Stranger Things. That's very good. My son got me into that. My younger son, he's watched the series about 6 times now. And the second series comes out in October. So he said he's not going trick-or-treating this year. He's waiting for that to come on Netflix. So let's see. Shouldn't be going trick-or-treating anyway. He's nearly 14. Kids, eh? Right, that is me putting my shoes back on. I'll go back out. No rest for me. And this one's gone back to sleep. Look at him. It's so cute when he's sleeping and he's not biting. All curled up in a little ball. You see that glass on that table? That's a cupboard over there next to the sofa where you can see Cairo. There's a glass there. That bottle next to it has salt in it. Those belong to my son. He left them there. Not me. You know, when you get to a point where you're just thinking, I've been cleaning up after you since the day I gave birth to you. You're now 16 years old. It's time to sort yourself out, son. Really? He doesn't even watch these vlogs, so he doesn't watch them. Oh, that was what I found in his room. I went in his room to turn off the electrics. He's got my tripod in there that I use to record. So he's been taking this up in his room to do his vlogs that he does about Towie. So when he comes in later, I'll be having a few choice words with him, because I don't like my stuff in his room. So it'll get broke, because you'll end up chucking something on it, not realising it's there, and step on it. No thank you. Keep my stuff with my stuff. When he moves out, his room is the craft room. It's just him I'm waiting for. Jan, I'll need your help to decorate it when he's out. I'll let you know. Oh, and Jan and Zoe from 24 Carat Crochet, I think there's a few of them meeting up, and I was actually going to say I will come. I don't know if I don't know how it would work, because Manchester, it's not far, but it's far. I do want to meet up with everyone, so I'm just sitting there thinking, do I or don't I? Do I or don't I? Should I stay or should I go? I don't know. But anyway, I am going, because I've been talking to you about absolutely, I don't know what, moaning for 34 minutes. And I've got to leave here in the next 10 to get my son to his trampolining class on time. So, yeah, you will see another video. I am going to try and keep my weekly ones as Friday. But if I've got finished items that I want to show, I will try and get some extra ones up. So you've had 2 this week. I had done one Monday and I've done one today. I did it. Yay! So, yeah. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. Now I'm trying to work this out. I'm sure it's down there. I don't know. And like as well, if you can. Oh, Ephraim's back. That's what I was watching last night. Ephraim did a very, very lovely long 50-minute video. It's nice to see you back, Ephraim. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out Ephraim, go and have a look. He's fabulous in every way. So that is it from me. I'm not babbling no. Why do I always say babbling? It's not babbling, it's waffling. Not waffling no more. I'm going, and I will probably have to upload this when I get back. So he finishes trampolining at 9:15. By the time we get home, 9:30. So hopefully around 10, depending how long it takes to upload, this should be on YouTube. So have a nice weekend, everyone. If you haven't got nothing exciting planned, don't worry, just stay at home and do some hooking. Nothing better than just being, the weather's no good anyway. There's not really, you can go out anywhere. So yeah, so until you see me again, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all very soon. Okay, take care, bye.